What are the best cryptocurrencies to invest in 2025? Now, crypto is actually going to get a lot of focus and energy with the new administration. Now, it's serious. You lean in and learn. Today, we're going to talk about the best ones to buy. They haven't really changed that much since the original ones that I bought years and years and years ago at a really low price. Then we're going to talk about how to buy them, and we're going to talk about the best strategies to continue to grow your blockchain, crypto, nodes, tokens portfolio. You all should start building a portfolio. Personally, let's talk about what ones to buy. But before that, I got to give you one tip. If you do not have a Roth IRA and you can qualify for one, I would get one. If you go to iFlip, which is in the link below, grab a software. You can also set up a free Roth IRA. That way you can just get the account and get it up and running. The best cryptos to buy still are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Connect into R-Link, Grow. I love Grow. It's actually how farmers sell directly to consumer by actually the exchange of the Grow token. So there's a lot of cool projects going on, but how to get them is a little more challenging for some. Now, I work very closely with my son, so he can help control my MetaMask and my buys and the wallets, but let me just go through how to buy. There's a lot of exchange and complex exchange platforms. Unlike traditional stock trading, cryptos can be overwhelming, right, with fees and security measures and just how to get into it. So I go in simple, and a lot of you probably have already gone to Coinbase. They charge more fees, but it's a way to get in. If you buy cryptos through iFlip, they'll actually control your wallet. I actually have some coins through the IRA group, and they actually, in fact, I'm going to do a podcast with them. They actually control your wallet, but there's others that you have to control the wallet. The regulatory uncertainty, it's still, is it going to be here, not be here? Is the SEC going to get involved? That would be the biggest, deterrent to it all, whether they're selling a security or not. Right now, it's not in that category. And also the IRS and taxation, it's a little, I'd say, gray out there and how people are doing it. And a lot of CPAs have no clue what to do. So if you really built a big portfolio, I built most of my portfolio in my Roth, which is tax-free, tax-deferred, so it's not affected in my tax return. Up to you how you want to buy and where you buy. I bought Bitcoins and Ethereum, a lot of that early in the 4,000, when it's 4,000 and 9,000. We probably never see those prices again. I've watched them run, sold off at the top, bought back in, and you just start this rotation of purchasing, or however your strategy is. Limited bank support. A lot of banks, I'd say, are limited, and they're starting to lean in. I mean, everyone knows that JP Morgan bought hugely into them. Most of the financial institutes have, and they just don't transact it in a way for you that makes sense. If you just want to learn more and have some expertise, I'd love to do a gap analysis, see where you are, what do you want. So in the show notes below, you can grab an appointment with our team. You can text our number at the office or call our office and say, hey, I want a gap analysis. I want somebody to walk me through where I am, what do I want, and how we can help you get there in a much more efficient and expeditious way. Before we go to the strategies, I want to point to a few other things. Simplifying the process, beginning with beginner-friendly platforms. Again, Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, super easy onboarding. Do your verification and identity early. It's called KYC, Know Your Customer. It's required by banks, so make sure you get a lot of those process and verifications out of the way so you can buy. And think about dollar cost averaging, where you avoid stress by buying small amounts over time versus making one large investment all at once and then not knowing where you're really going. So I would get in and watch, just like any stock trader or Forex trader would teach you. Go in and watch the patterns, watch the strategies. Now, before we go to the final strategy conversation, I want you to subscribe to the channel. Click that notification button, be here 5 days a week, and get your kids involved. By the time your kids grow up, we might be just living in a crypto world. That might be how all the exchanges go. Who knows what it's going to look like? Who knows what our dollar's going to look like? I personally don't want the dollars per countries to lead. I like the foreign exchange. I like going to 3 different countries with different, rand in South Africa, the euro, the lira. I still like the lira, the old. You can still find in little towns in Italy, they still use it, and we'll receive it. So I still enjoy it just for my own personal reasons, but I think we're all moving there. It's a pretty clear trajectory, and it's transparent and much more accountable to everyone. Please share this channel. If there's a topic when you go look at my playlist that I haven't talked about in the last 3+ years on this YouTube channel, put it in the comment section so we can make sure we're serving you and what you need. How do you pick the proven strategies to grow your crypto profile and your portfolio with the least amount of risk. So again, dollar cost average, meaning you're going to put a little bit in over time versus some big one-time investment. You've got to have some, I'd say, money rules. Every week, every month, you've got to be looking at your holdings and diversify them. Some people go all in Bitcoin and no other coins or tokens or any other projects. And then use AI tools that are trading tools. There are so many. I mean, every category and industry has AI tools that will help. So again, get iFlip if you haven't. Go grab it below. We have a crypto folio so you can get into crypto. That's probably the easiest because you don't have to go get a wallet, get a MetaMask account, or any of the other accounts on any of the other platforms. So a few of the mistakes that we see are not securing your crypto properly, losing your passwords is an obvious one, falling for hype coins where there's just a quick, there's no real business behind it. It's just a coin with no real asset or business. And management team. So always ask about the management team. That's one of the first rules I learned about getting into these projects is who's running the project, how is the money actually documented and being used. So just, again, be aware, get mentors, get coaches. That's why we're here, is to help integrate all of your wealth. So a meme coin is something that anyone can make up. So you got to be very cautious about them. They're just something that somebody made up, put out, and they're going to grab a bunch of money from that, and then they're gone. A rug pull is where they hype it up. It's like a market maker. Market makers are great at this, and they run it to the top, they take the money out, and all of a sudden it's worth nothing. It's also known in the stock market as a pump and dump, where you run the stock up with market makers, they dump the stock, and now you're left with a penny stock. And they took the money out. It's happened millions of times. So again, the smarter you get about money, the more you're going to be able to avoid being away from it. Last thing I want to talk about really quickly before we wrap up for today is the smartest way to secure and store your crypto is a secure wallet. It's also known as a cold wallet. You also want to have two-factor authentications, and again, beware of scams. I don't know how many people use my TikTok channel. I have over 200 rip-off accounts, and they're constantly doing Forex or crypto scams. The minute anybody takes you or invites you out of my platform or the platform you met me on to go to WhatsApp, it's a scam. We don't go there. We don't send you there. I don't know how many people have lost money following me, and then they follow over, and it's not me, because it might look like the same video. It's hosted by somebody internationally, overseas, and they're just going to take your money and there'll be no recourse. So be mindful about that because you're not getting it back. Just don't lose your wallet, and you better pass it on in a legacy form. So my son has all of my codes. As my daughter gets older, if she gets interested, she will have them as well. So that money can just transfer in a legacy form and not get lost. Millions have been just lost out in the ether, because wallets have been lost. Don't be those people. So if you want to learn more, we have a great crypto class. So call our office and say, I want your 8-week crypto class, and our team will get it for you. Anything else you want to learn about, go to askloral.com, ASKLORAL, ask a question, make a request. We'll be back with you tomorrow.